Hello students, welcome to History and Civics class. In this class, we have to know about the quorum of this house. Quorum of this house, 1/10 of the total numbers of members. Already we know that of the Rajya Sabha constituents, the quorum, and if at any time during the meeting there is no quorum, the presiding officer has to adjourn the house and also suspend the meeting until there is a quorum. Okay. Then salary allowances and MPs, local area development schemes, all these allowances of members of the Rajya Sabha are exactly the same as those of the members of the Lok Sabha. Clear? Then we have to know about power and function of the Union Parliament. Power of function, there are different various kinds of powers are there. From there, we already know that Parliament today is not a lawmaking body only. It is also multifunctional, multifunctional institution performing a variety of functions. But it is clear that intention of the maker of the constitution was to make Lok Sabha and their a predominant chamber, and it was a quiet harmony and with true spirit of the democracy, because members of the Lok Sabha are elected directly by the people. We all know that. And whereas Rajya Sabha represent the people in an indirect way, we have to give vote indirectly. So members of the Rajya Sabha are elected by the state legislative assembly. Powers of the parliament also may be described such as follows. First one power is legislative powers. In legislative powers, from there are having 4 points. So out of them, only here learn the points. Okay, for example, matters in the union list and the concurrent list, residuary powers, matters in the state list, and ordinance. Okay, just learn these four, and out of these four, only learn first one and second one, means matters in the union list, the concurrent list, and residuary powers. So that's why I only explain these two, matters in the union list and the concurrent list. The parliament has executive powers to make laws with respect to matters mentioned in the union list also. And parliament and the state legislatures both have the right to make law on subject mentioned in the concurrent list. In the case of conflict between central and state law, the law made by parliament shall prevail. If any conflict can be happened between central and state on that time, the law made by parliament and parliament shall prevail this. Clear? Then residuary power. Parliament possesses residuary power. It means that it can be make laws with respect to all those matters which are not mentioned in any of the three lists. What are these three lists? Union list, state list, and the concurrent list. Clear? Then next one. Next one is control over national finance. Here already I discussed that in Lok Sabha only which bill can be passed or introduced. We all know that a money bill can only be introduced in the Lok Sabha. And It is then transmitted to the Rajya Sabha for its recommendation, that it was passed already in Lok Sabha. For knowing this fact, only as a recommendation it came into Rajya Sabha. The Rajya Sabha must return the bill to the Lok Sabha within a period of 14 days. Within the period of 14 days, it will be returned, must be returned again with its also recommendation. The Lok Sabha is free to accept or reject the recommendation made by Rajya Sabha in money matters. In money matters, it is free to accept or reject recommendation made by Rajya Sabha in money matter. Clear? Then the budget. Don't need to anything learn in this budget. Go to there the highlighted point, the expenditure charged on the consolidated fund of the Indian includes the salaries and allowances of the president, the speaker, the deputy speaker, the chairman, the deputy chairman, judges of the Supreme Court, High Court, etc. These all expenditures will be charged on the consolidated fund to India includes. These all are includes there. Then supplementary grant. Don't need to any supplementary grant learn anything. Vote on count. What is vote on count? As a 2-mark question you will get. If the budget is not passed before the beginning of the new financial year, that means first April, if it is not passed, so there would be no money for the executive to spend. There is therefore a device known as vote on account, which authorizes the executive to draw fund from the consolidated fund until the budget was passed by the parliament. Clear? Then control over the executive or administrative affairs. In there, the minister continue in office so long as they enjoy the confidence of a majority of members in the Lok Sabha. Don't need to anything learn here, but question hour, interpellation, very important, question hour, adjournment motion, very important, adjournment motion. These two you have to learn out of these 4 control over the executive or administrative affairs. First 2 you have to learn very carefully. This question can be come in your exam. The question hour, what is this? First hour of the sitting in both houses is allotted for asking and answering of the question. Like this, when I start your class first any day, I first ask you about previous days any question. I will give you 15 minutes for asking this. So that is not like same. For example, I am saying this. So here also both houses, upper and lower, both houses, their first hour of the sitting is the timing for question answering allotted time. The purpose of the question is to obtain information on a matter of public importance or to ventilate a grievance. Okay? The question hour keeps the ministers on their toes. Question hour, they are absolutely keeps the minister on their toes. There is a valuable protection against injustice and slackness on the part of the government. So that is very important. Adjournment motion. What is that? Adjournment motion. Motion for adjourn furnishes the opportunity to censure the acts of omission and commission of ministers and administrators. An adjournment motion pinpoints the failure of the government in the performance of its duties, and it is moved only in the Lok Sabha. The following are the same of the subject which adjournment motion was allotted. What were there? Killing of the senior IPS officer in a place OC and death of several persons due to consumption of unlicensed liquor. These all are under adjournment motion. Clear? Then amendment of the constitution means constituents function out of their constituent function. And just highlighted point, read this. If an amendment bill seeks to make changes in some specific matters, it shall also require to be approved by at least half of the state legislature. Just only this one. Then it is important to remember that constitution amendment bill can be initiated only by parliament, not a state legislature. Clear? Then electoral function. What is electoral functions? Electoral functions of their 3 points are given. Learn these 3 points. Elected members of the both houses parliament and members of legislative assemblies elect the president of India. We all know that the vice president is India. Is elected by members of the both house of the parliament, and the speaker is elected by the Lok Sabha from among its members by a simple majority of members present and voting. Then judicial power. What is judicial power? In judicial power, only learn 3 points are given there. Any 2 points, learn these. 1, 2, 3 out of them any 2. And other powers of function here also 4 points are given. Here also 4 points given. Out of these 4 points, any 2 points, learn any 2 points. Clear? Okay. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.